Let's bless. Let's let this sun shine in. Let's let this sun shine in. Boom, baby, boom. Right. And shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. Hosted with the Moses Marquis Saint is the morning marijuana motivation. And every morning I get up and I'm blessed to be alive, and so are you. Every morning we get a chance to live this thing called our blessed life, and I'm gonna get into it with you. I'm gonna let this sun shine, I'm gonna let this wind blow, I'm gonna let these birds chirp, and they're gonna do it regardless of me. So you need to wake the fuck up too. Oh shit, we got some action going on. They heard me going this morning. They're like, yo, start up the show. I'll be like, please do. Let's park and spark and find that shine. You know what I'm saying? Let's find that shine. Hold up. Hold up. I'm Mark Saint. I love my life. I had to find a way to love my life. You know, it wasn't easy, wasn't handed to me. Probably wasn't handed to you either. That's how life is. You gotta kind of shape it, work it, create it. You already know what time it is, but maybe it's time you woke the fuck up. And everybody's like, damn, Saint, you swinging on them early this morning. I'm like, you gotta wake the fuck up, man. You gotta wake yourself the fuck up. And it won't be easy. In fact, it's probably one of the hardest things to do in life is have real conversations with ourselves. Woo, just stanky weed right there this morning. Woo. That TIC, that total health care. What? Anyway, so when I'm not busy living this life, looking at all these awesome views, Black Mountain, all this open desert, homes built on deserts. And it's important to note this because we haven't woken the fuck up. We live in this desert and the sun rules it. Much like the sun rules you, the sun dictates the pattern of life. It gives us everything that we hold dear. The elements, the wind, it takes the heat and the cold to make wind and make air move a pressure and have a certain amount of force. And it takes a moon gravity and the sun's gravity to pull a different kind of source, right? Like we make the waves. I mean, not we, the moon and the sun and the earth makes these waves. It's part of a pattern that each body has its own amount of energy to draw from and dictate. And for those that draw from and dictate from their own energy, know what gravity feels like. Know what it's like to pull people in and push people away. And when I was pulling my opportunities in and then I was being extremely picky with my blessings, I started to push them away. Oh my God, look at all these lilacs. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Smell the flowers. Wake yourself the fuck up. Wake yourself the fuck up. You've been in your head and you can't stop being in your head, so you can't wake yourself up. All these beautiful lilacs. And that's what this episode, look at all these beautiful bees and a dragonfly. Woo, that's amazing. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. That's what beautiful life is. When we can change the perspective inside of ourselves. Instead of saying, oh, this is me, I'm a victim, this always happens to me. No, you always kept the same habits. And if you wake the fuck up, you'll see yourself. You'll say, oh shit, self. Man, bruh. I don't know if girls call themselves bruh, but I'm pretty sure they do. They go, bruh. I'm sure they do themselves like, dude. And you go, dude, you, dude, you in control of you and your life. When's the last time you actually wake the fuck up? When's the last time you said, hey, I'm gonna take control of this thing that's not working for me? A lot of us, you know, we wanna stay in a delusionment. We wanna just see beautiful houses, real estate prices. But the truth is this is desert, man. We're losing water quick. And if we don't get some, find some or make some, there won't be no life. All these houses will all be a testament to bravado. And we put testaments to our bravado all the time. We put it right there on altars made of fake gold and fake posts and fake egos. And we keep placating to this one shrine, the shrine that is me. Like, as long as you see me happy in a photo, I should be happy outside of this photo. And the wake the fuck up moment this morning on a Monday motivation is to say that is not true. What is fake? Oh, is that a hummingbird? That would have been awesome. What is fake isn't necessarily real. And we tend to make the fake real. We want our movies to be realistic. We want our relationships to be realistic. We want our smiles to be realistic. And the wake the fuck up moment is we make them realistic. You want to really smile? Smile at something real. You feel me? Smile at something real. What really makes you happy? What really makes you go all out and give your all? Those are the things that I really smile at. There is nothing on this earth that you can buy me, nothing on an Amazon website, nothing a click away that's going to get me to really smile. And unfortunately, that's what we're all doing. And what I read this morning, which was hit me in the heart, and you're always going to get some off the heart from the start, your boy Marky Say's going to break you off some knowledge, was the truth of it. That new wears off. That's right. That new, ooh, my sneakers are new. Now they're not. I was thinking I used to protect these with my life. Now they got stains on the side and holes in the bottom, much like your life. And as much as we'd like to pretend everything's amazing, there's dichotomy. If you don't honor the other side, that shadow work, that other side of you, then you're not woke. You're literally hiding. And until we wake up to the knowledge that is us, wow, that's so beautiful. I'm gonna grab some. The other lilac smelled better. But yeah, unless we do something by ourselves, to ourselves, for ourselves, we're gonna stay in stuck mode. We're gonna look back at years gone by and go, how did I end up being in that apartment for so long? How did I end up going to that job for so long? How did I end up wasting all that time in that relationship? Said everyone you've ever met, because they didn't want to wake the fuck up. They wanted the convenience. They wanted the lie. They wanted the fake tits, It's like, yay, I got the attention of a male finally. One that doesn't respect you. Yay, I finally lost all the weight. But you're going to bring it back because you didn't do it in a healthy way. Yay, I finally got the purse. Yeah, but is it going to hold your hand? And that's what we do, dude. We buy very expensive purses, spend our financial freedom on EDC weekend just to pretend to ourselves that we are happy and we're alive. And then we got to wake the fuck up on Monday. We got to wake the fuck up and go, did I wake up happy, or was I only happy for this last 3 days? Am I going to have to suffer for the next 3 weeks of eating ramen because I don't have enough money to eat good food? Is my emotional stability based off of my ego? And all I have to do is just keep placating to this image, this false personality. And that's what we do. We hang on to what's not true. And that's why I was like, you need to wake the fuck up. And only you can wake yourself the fuck up under this one. This one's much like the movie Inception. No one's going to go inside of your brain and plant a thought. You're going to have to go inside your brain and plant the thought. Much like all of us being under construction, the construction side of your mind is real. You are under construction, and each zone has a specific development. When you wake the fuck up, you're more aware of what areas need developing. Most of us, we just stay inside of the strengths that we have. I was always a strong people person, but I wasn't strong with intimacy. And it started to affect my business and my relationships. I'm just being honest because I can't talk about anyone else. Everyone has to talk about themselves. But if you're talking to yourself and you're being honest with yourself, you need to wake the fuck up. You need to wake yourself the fuck up, just like the title of this one says, because no one's going to do it for you. That's the tough part. You know, no one's going to turn off the TV. No one's going to slap the Cheetos out of your hands. No one's going to be there in the grocery aisle. You know, the guy was genius, Dr. Joe Forenza, or whatever his name is. But he's absolutely genius, and he says it to you straight. You can't eat it if you don't buy it. What? Yeah, you can't eat the Oreo cookies if they're not there. But of course you bought some because you wanted some. And if you always get what you want, what was I watching? Mike Tyson earlier, where he was like, they were like, did you go partying in Vegas last night? No, sir, we did not. I just wanted to go give a girl a lap dance. That's stuff that I do. I do mainly what I want. And I was just thinking, one, he's in denial. The guy asked you if you went out to Vegas. Anybody that goes to a strip club in Vegas, that's going out, right? Mm-hmm. And two, are you keeping it real with yourself? You know, the real part of you will start to talk to you for reals and go, yo, bro, we had this conversation last week about not drinking. And you said you would. And now you're putting in a full Labor Day weekend of binge drinking. What happened? That conversation is waking yourself the fuck up. You know, those are the conversations that really get results, have effect, take effect. They take hold. And no more do we do stuff just by the whim of what we want, right? Everybody wants what they want, but nobody wants to build. Nobody wants to make. They just want. And what's weird is as we give over all of our money to China and we buy a bunch of brittle plastic gadget, whatever that was supposed to be convenient or make our lives better, I look in these houses and they're not empty, but they're not full of love. They're full of stuff. They're full of shit. Full of shit. And that's what we are. We're full of shit. We lie to ourselves all the time. We live a dichotomy. One minute we're talking about being healthy, and the next minute we're swallowing our. We contradict ourselves. You know, we want to point the blame on people, the government, our relationships. But if you wake the fuck up, you see yourself, and you start talking to yourself, and you start hearing yourself, you start hearing yourself things that you might want to listen to. The truth. And on a Monday morning marijuana motivation, we are going to do nothing but tell the truth. So help us. So help us, God. Is this a walkway? I mean, okay. Oh, this is where it goes. No shit. Look at this. It's amazing. Nice little end here, a little end cap for all of us to walk around. One day you're the bar. The next minute you're behind the bar. One day you're in it, crying about wanting to feel better and where's the girl and all that stuff. And next minute you're behind it. You're behind the bar, not in it, creating and living and sitting and picking up trash. There's the choice. That's the choice. Most of us aren't trying to make. We're not trying to make choices for ourselves. We're making choices against ourselves, against our better judgment. We are doing things, that's not where the shoes go, but we are doing things to either hurt or heal ourselves. And there's our dichotomy. That's what you wake up to. Either you wake up to yourself as your own hero in your own story, or you're still the villain. Windy days. Things like a parachute. Today, it just wants to be taken off. The other day, it was annoying the shit out of me. Now I'm just quite used to it. But that's what we got to do. We got to get used to a new way of ourselves, you know, a new way of communicating to ourselves. And the moment that I woke the fuck up, right, is the moment I got that fresh breath I keep telling people about. You know, there's so much out there, you know, of us strangling our. Of course you would. As soon as I scratch my hip and I don't have my hand on my hat, it wants to blow off. Of course you would. That's what happens. We put in a cause, but we don't give no effect. Ah, come here. There it is. Yeah, there we go. Keep her down, bro. Fly away. There you go. So, when the wind is cooperating with me in the show, it's a live show. Much like your life, it's a live show. And the way you feel is dictating your emotions. You know, they are two separate things. We're choosing emotions. We're choosing to feel a certain type of way, right? We're choosing to feel a certain type of way. Let's do the show like this. Can you see it? Nice. Choose to be a certain type of way. I'm ready to do rag. Don't you be going nowhere. The Saints are do rags. Don't you be going nowhere. A way of thinking, an attitude towards life. I don't think it's gonna work. I need the sun barrier. Whoop. Bitch, I got you, ho. Man, I'm so on this morning. I was wondering if I was gonna bring my hat. I almost brought my baseball cap. Probably should have. Oh man, decisions after the fact, right? 2020. The decisions now are the powerful ones. These are the ones that dictate the future. We hold it like still water. We hold it like still water. Yep. And it's time for us to stop being still. It's time for us to wake ourselves the fuck up. You know, and start having conversations with yourself and go, whoa, shit, man. Before I give over years of depression, I might want to check my attitude. Before I commit myself to more years of depression and overeating and the same patterns that I promised I could do better and I could break, I could start the pattern now. And that's what's so tough, is just doing something different. We have tricked ourselves into sedating ourselves and saying, yo, I know how to make myself feel good. I'm gonna call up homeboy. I'm gonna let him fuck me. I'm gonna drink with him. I'm gonna kick him out. And then I'm gonna be happy because then I don't have any intimacy issues. I'm not dating them. I get what I want. And that's it. Who's all getting what they want? What they really, really deep down inside want. And what she's really saying to me is she wants to be in a relationship that she doesn't have to drink her way out of. She wants to be in social scenarios without having to drink and having her confidence. How many of us do that? How many of us are shook? Straight up. We find in real life, when it's time to interact with others, we collapse. Especially in interpersonal relationships. That's when you're exposed the most. Because if you go in a job interview, you're only given the highlights. You feel me? You're only doing the Instagram posts. It's like losing your job as a teacher because you went to EDC. You teach elementary students, but next thing you know, you're in a midriff showing off your tits. because that's also the real you. You know, that's what the wake the fuck up moment's about. Is I'm talking about the real me. The real me that's both dichotomy, both halo and horn. And most of us like to pretend like we just got halos, that we only have smiles. This kitty's working out super dope. That we only have smiles, and nobody wants to talk about the frowns. And then when you talk about your frowns, all of a sudden you're a burden. You're depressed. You got issues. Why don't you wake the fuck up and see everybody's got the issues? Not one person you know has made it through life without issues. You know? You can start with their childhood. You can start with their mentality. You can start with their environment. Each one of us has something we're dealing with inside. There's a war going on. And it's not just the Ukraine. It's our minds. And the only way I know how to win this war is by arming you. Arming you with the knowledge on how to beat yourself at this game called life. You know, I've always been obsessed about winning. I still got success on my bracelet, and it's wearing off because I've been wearing it so much. But it also says success is what happens to you when you made it through all your disappointments. I was of the belief that, you know, as soon as you lose, you're already a loser. You know what I'm saying? Good morning. And with that kind of mentality, what I did was I set myself up for failure. Nobody is going to make it without bumping themselves. Oh, this frisbee dog's cute. Let me get a break. I will take a smoke break with you. Watch dogs play. It's so fucking cool. But that's what it is. Look at that frisbee. Yeah. 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 Oh. My dog would have caught that. Not being competitive. I'm just telling you, I got me catch in Brazil. She can jump about 6-7 feet in the air and catch that. That's just amazing. I love frisbees. I love catch. I love playing catch too. I love playing catch up to myself. You feel me? Like I caught up to my own memories and styles and see, hey, what are you doing to yourself, Saint? That's the wake the fuck up moment. You know, what patterns am I holding on to before it's too long? How many years will I give over to grief when I realize it's stealing more time away from me? People don't want to talk about it, but it's some of the things that steal the most time. I was just watching it, but if you wake yourself the fuck up, you'll see that the people that you're crying over want you to live. They want you to be blessed. They want you to be not stressed. And there you go, overthinking everything, being super emotional and stressing yourself the fuck out. That ain't right. If we were friends like in real life and you were sitting right here on the bench with me and I was talking to you and I'd be like, yo, chill the fuck out. Now, I wasn't exactly taking my own advice. I should have been. I had no chill. That's what I needed to wake the fuck up about. I use myself as an example because it brings more truth to the story, and I can't, you know, I can use other people too, you know. Coda and his coke habit. Coda choose Coda over Coke, and now he runs a real good business, and he got on the show, and maybe he'll call in today. But that's what happens when you choose yourself, you know, and you stop choosing your ego. You know, your ego gets you in the game, right? You'll tell yourself, I need to wear these clothes. I need to have these jobs. I need to make this certain amount of money. And if I don't, then I'm not who I say I am. And if I'm not who I say I am, then what am I? You were you, bro. Huh? Rise and shine. You were you. You are enough. That's what makes us cool. We're all just different and weird and mixed and different. Most of us rush to find things that are similar and same. We'll rush to find people that have the same political views. We'll rush to have people that go to the same bar. You know, we won't mix it up. We've been so desperate to have any sort of friendships that we're even afraid to involve friends. What's wrong with having more friends around the world for different reasons? One's a mechanic. I'm sure you're not calling your mechanic when you're feeling like you need some psychology help. We have friends you can count on. You should have some friends that'll give the old foot up the ass. It's your boy Marky saying, it takes a strong man to learn how to be soft. I didn't know that. I only had the strong arm of the law and the crack of the whip and the pain and the suffering. I was a drill sergeant, and being a drill sergeant doesn't leave a lot of room for error. And to human is to error. If we were to wake up, you will know that you are going to make mistakes. That's the fun part. That's the fun part of learning. If you just knew everything, life wouldn't have any meaning. There'd be no stages. I play this video game called Age of Empires, and I set it all the way to the max. I play against those 8 different computers, random maps. I do the hardest level. I'm still beating this fucking game. I'm trying to tell you this because that's what we do. We do that to ourselves. We won't even test a new game. Like, I'm still playing the same game at the hardest level, and I'm still beating it. I gotta challenge myself to the new version of the game, or against multiple players, or against, most importantly, myself. That's the one I gotta compete with. It's not the video game I gotta beat. I gotta beat myself before I get to the video game. You feel me? Have you ever been that way? Where you knew your ass and how to control your ass, or find some sort of control for your ass? What I see today, oh, look at these birds, they were fighting. How cool, right now. How many of us have done that? I'm keeping it 1,000. How many of us have done that, where we'll fight tooth and nail for something that's bad for us? Huh. If you were being 1,000% honest, we'll fight tooth and nail for something that's bad for us. I just want to live. And what the girl say in the meme, how dare you check me or something, or ask me, take it down a notch. I'm unnotchable. I'm going up 10 notches. And I said, that's me. That's it. That was it right there. That's the lesson, is when you're in that way where you're like, I don't give a fuck. And then you're not giving a fuck. You've announced to everyone that you've lost empathy and control. And also that you're destructive, that you're willing to destroy a friendship, yourself, and someone else. And how many times have we done that? How many times have we been that way to ourselves, where we self-imploded? And that's where those bigger shows have been coming along for me, is I've been watching myself self-implode. I've been watching myself get really close to success, freak the fuck out, and sabotage. And I want to stop doing that. I want to stop fucking reminiscing about the hurt events. I can't stop with my sorrow. I have this whole shrine of feelings. I should have posted that instead of my face, so maybe I'll go back and alter it. But there's an actual map of our feelings, and then the outer feelings that it connects to, and then even outer feelings outside of that. And then that lets you know what range of emotion you're really in. It's so weird that we'll just say, oh, I'm angry, I'm sad, but there's another layer past that. Maybe you're really disappointed. You missed that word. Or maybe you missed the word beyond that, and it's resentment. There's so many words and so many feelings. We've got 33,000 feelings, 33,000 words, ways to describe ourselves. And it's all about feelings. People ask you, how are you? More like, where are you? Where are you right now? Are you in your head, or are you in your feelings? Are you in your mind? And I catch myself in long thoughts, like in between eating, shitting, and showering, between getting high and farting. Somewhere between there, I have to exist, right? And for most of us, we only got 3 or 4 prime hours a day when you wake up and when your brain really works, right? This is that day work. This is why you can't day drink. So you give yourself a chance to be optimal, right? And perform something at a task. They did this with astronauts and saw their peak performance hours, the 10, 11, 12, and then they got to come get lunch, but they'll never reach that other peak performance of the early day performance, right? So we're trying to reach peak performance, right? Nobody wants to look foolish to their friends. Everybody wants to look good, feel good, and that's the competition. That's where it's at. It's a competition against ourselves. And the only way to get you to win this race is if you wake the fuck up. If you could tell yourself that you're in a race, it's Monday, you've already did the same thing last Monday, we want production out of you, we need movement, move the change, MTC, move the chains, you're going to have to move the chains inside of yourself. I can go on for an hour and then another hour and then do this every day for the next 10 years like I've been doing. But unless it's applied knowledge, in which I've been trying to hack this thing called our lives and the way that we think in psychology, our mind, when unlocked, super powerful. Then it doesn't go on those hour, 2 hour, 3 hour thoughts where when I was doing the dishes, my mind started to travel, and not like travel like I went to Turkey in my mind, or travel that I went and saw China, or travel I got on Periscope and started talking to friends around the world. But I mean, subject to subject, it's much like the computer and the Facebooks that try to mimic our brains. I mean, I wasn't thinking about my friend till it popped up, but now I'm thinking about him. It gives me a certain I'm checking in quality to it. How many of us have done that? How many of us checked in with ourselves and go, wait a minute, what thoughts am I going? Am I on random Facebook thought time? Am I the guy that just pulls up my Instagram feed? Lord knows if it's going to be a butthole or a high five. The shit's so random. And then now you're in someone else's head, and you'd much rather be in someone else's head than your own. And it's really us to be in here. If we don't spend the time on the phone, then we get to spend more time with ourselves. And most of us are spending a lot of times with ourselves. And that loneliness leads to more phone usage, or more masturbation, or any other outside dopamine source, cocaine maybe, to get the sensation that we're happy. But I'm here to say, with my Saints Addiction shirt on, that it didn't make me happy. My idea happy, the Patron shot silver, Corona fucking lime, cocaine lines, was not making me happy. And the career I was in was not making me happy. Did I like who I was working with? Yeah, I'm still friends with a lot of the people. Shout out to Finley Toyota. I like selling cars. I like selling still. I like marketing. But a good marketer, right, is not just selling a product, but offering something to people that actually want it. This is the whole point of doing marketing and doing this every day, is people actually want it. I'm not trying to convince them of something that they don't need or don't want, right? That's not the plan at all. That's that kind of energy right there, that forceful energy. What I want to be, instead of like the wind forcing my hat off my head, right? I want to be like the shade that makes me sit and enjoy it. I want to be involved with like my pain-free education instead of my full of pain education that's been haunting me my whole life, and probably yours. Since you were a kid, you're like, oh, hot stove. Now I'm on the pain, learn from pain system. And instead of learn from others, learn from books, we want to learn from pain. Like, book over pain, bro. Like, pick up a book. Get on the reading. Now you're choosing the amount of information that's coming at you, instead of finger flicking randomly through some shit. And that's what we'll get. We'll get some random shit. We'll just be super fucking random. Like, I'm gonna go through these houses right now for a walk, super fucking random. If we're gonna be super fucking random, at least choose your random, right? Like, you're gonna be like, I found that my mania, my manic side, was like that of Tyson's, where I would do the Mike Tyson, I want to do whatever I want. It seems crazy to everybody else. Doesn't matter. I'm rich and I knock motherfuckers out. It's like, it does matter, because you destroy yourself. The energies can't lie. We live in physics, man. And if you are always, doing the workout, then drinking after, you're at zero and possibly less than zero. And I remember wasn't there a TV show? And this will break up the wind too, being between the houses. Wasn't there a TV show that said less than zero? Wasn't there a TV show that said my life, I forget, but anyway, or is that a band? Anyway, my point being is that, we don't always have to give ourselves the worst cards. We don't always have to tell ourselves, the worst things. We could offer ourselves the solution. And that's a blessing to be able to go, hey man, let me talk to you. This is you talking to yourself. Yeah, come here. Come here, over here, yeah, over. I'm not trying to kill anything or just not be you for a quick, not be that guy for a quick second. The guy that's already on the stimulus, the guy that's already on his phone, the guy that's already on his anger, right? Or drugs. It's hard to talk to those people, and that's why we can't heal, because now we're under the influence, right? This is us blocking our way of talking to ourselves. We've numbed ourselves, and now that we numbed ourselves, we have no way to talk to ourselves. One of the things that shocked me the most about drugs, and when you're talking about addiction, is it also blocks out your ability to be happy. So when you're numb, it'll give you the illusion of happiness because you can't feel pain, right? So it's like the opposite of pain is being numb. And that stuff right there is also, the numb blocks out the joy, right? When these people are all stressed the fuck out, now their joy is gone. Now they have no ability to counteract the imbalance in their body and their wings. Like if they were a plane, they can't adjust their wings anymore because they're intoxicated. And unfortunately, that's what we do. We'd rather be numb and intoxicated than feel and adjust. And I know they call it fly-by-wire. There's fly-by-wire technology. You can look it up with jets and stuff. But this fly-by-wire shit, right, is the same shit that levels out. Like the computer thinks faster than us. And that's how we keep like the bombers, the stealth bombers, and the other things afloat, is because we know that we don't have that quick of reaction speed. We need computer reaction speed to be ahead of this stuff. And it's unfortunate, but it's gonna be impossible to beat the speed of sound. As soon as it leaves my mouth, it turns into light speed, and that moves at a certain pace. And when you're getting that pace, like you just got from me, right? When we do that pace, you're gonna absorb it before you even calculated it. And that's something that I don't think most people know how to handle, is when it comes at them so fast. And to wake the fuck up is when you're ready for it to come fast. You know what I'm saying? It's when you know that fastball's coming for your face. It's when you know that you're gonna react fast. Like she said, take it down a notch. I'm about to go up 5. Everyone does that. People with impulse control and anger management or non-self-control, people are telling you to take control of yourself, and you getting pissed off. You're getting mad because you have no control. It happened to me. That's the reason I'm sharing this right now. Oh, another dragonfly. How cool. It happened to me, man, where I lost my control. I kept giving it up and away to situations. I kept saying, I'm passionate. This deserves my willpower. This deserves my all. I'm all gung-ho. I squeeze myself. I squeeze my brain. I squeeze oh man, the two of them are like flying together. Oh, dragonfly. Squeeze the love out of my brain. I squeeze the serotonin. And you know what I'm talking about. We'll do it on the weekend. We'll drink it and we'll squeeze our brains to get this amount. Look at all these beautiful flowers. Beautiful. We'll squeeze to get that feeling again. We'll squeeze a memory, we'll squeeze another chapter, and instead of thanking it for being a chapter and a part of the book, and I know you don't thank every chapter in the book, that would be redundant. That's redundancy. That's the repetition. That's that what do they call that when you're fucking holding still inside yourself? What's it called? Ruminating. And there it is again, the dragonfly. How cool, a blue one this time. We gotta stop ruminating, bro. We gotta start learning how to let go. And the only way to just stay woke is to catch yourself doing that shit like I did at the dishes. What's up, man? Good morning. Yeah. Blessings. And that's what I did, dude. I fucking caught myself at the fucking dishwasher, literally, lost in thought, going all over the place. I'm not talking about real cognition. I'm talking about trackability of our brains. And I don't know how many people are this deep Freudian of your boy Saint. It's my Freud beard. But that's what I do. I want to see why I do the things that I do. And instead of, I've been willing myself, will it, and using my willpower, but I wanted to use my brain power. I didn't want to use my back power. And anybody that's into working smarter, not harder, feel me now. It's going to take a group. If you do right by yourself, then people start doing right by you. Then you got a team. Then the team can do anything. But till you can start doing right by you, like they always said, I always measure my leadership skills on the amount of people that follow me, right? If no one's following, then it's not working. Do you feel what I'm saying? If we don't get in the case with ourselves, no one's listening. And that's what ends up happening. We're not listening to ourselves. We're lost in the sauce. We just in our feelings, like they say, feeling some type of way, right? How many people can say that? I was feeling some type of way, and I got lost in the sauce. I got lost in my habits. I got comfortable. I found what made me feel pain-free. I found the pills, the position, the TV show, and I just don't feel any pain anymore. I'm on my back getting orgasm. Shit, my life's good. What about the rest of it? The balance of it. And that's what kept fucking up my fly-by-wire, is my wings were off, dude. I was being Icarus, flying really high to the sun, but whatever goes up comes down. I knew that I would run out of inertia. I mean, I don't want to believe it. My ego doesn't want to believe it. It always wants to believe that everything's up. Well, if I want to believe that everything's up, what happens to my belief system when it's challenged with a down? And that was huge. This is really what separates the men from the boys here, is when you want to grow the fuck up and you know that you have to change, that you have to leave childhood where you get everything that you want and people get kind of on their knees and literally tie your shoes for you. And then one day you end up tying your own shoes. And you're so empowered that you teach other people how to tie their shoes. And now you're bending over tying shoes. The service is universal. The service is round. The service is meant for us all. And that's what I want to be as a Saints brand. We want to be of service. You want to be a giver. That's what Saints giving's all about. Giving of your time, giving of your knowledge, giving of yourself. Give time to yourself. Shit. A lot of us just stay sit time. Right? We're just sitting and waiting and hoping and praying. We do a lot of that kind of time instead of the workout, hobby, community, events, things that require more of us. And that's what I want. I want people to exist more. I want them to be able to talk to themselves and have that kind of deep conversation. See that outer self, the above stuff. We'll see somebody. Hold up. We'll see ourselves outside of ourselves, and that's what I want you to be able to see. I want you to be able to see you the way you actually are. And the only one that's going to unveil that person is to yourself. I want to allow you to reintroduce yourself to yourself and say, what's up? And say, yo, man, It's time you straighten up. What up, bro? Do you see the beards on shirts, man?
Huh?
Beards on shirts.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to show off the beard. Look at that, man. It's got a nice beard, huh? Yeah, bro. Thanks again, man. Always cleaning up. It takes the team, bro. You know, there's some filth in these apartments, and it's like all these hands and no one's on deck. All these thoughts and no direction. All this fucking energy and passion, no steam, no direction. And that's tough. That's what we're doing. And friendless and loverless and we got no souls. We'd rather film it and get it on Instagram and get a bunch of fake likes and appreciation that disappear in 24 hours than to be in the moment and keep it in our lives forever. The things that we are keeping in our lives forever have been hanging out too long. Straight up, we've been doing it too long to ourselves, where all we keep doing is holding on to the feelings that feel worse and promoting our victimhood instead of getting acceptance and going, okay, that's gonna happen. Whew. Oh shit, it's dark in here. Hello. Welcome. Welcome to the Casa. Let me some water. Or roll some weed. Hold tight, let me grab that phone. Already gone. Please don't waste my time. Already died. Shouldn't I? Playing music. We're 47 minutes in to the morning marijuana motivation. Yes, blessed. Yes, blessed. Yes, blessed. Always blessed. We're gonna get it in. Get in how you fit in. Whew. Ponchos, burritos, and hoes. All the brother knows. Okay, sex addiction in the house. Getting raspy. Raspy what? All right, let's do this. This is how it is. It's Monday. Got work to do. Part of this job, not job, part of my career plan here, not even a career, how should I say this? Part of this mission is to reach, preach, and teach to people. And not only am I looking to heal myself, there's a amount of altruism to it. It's not all altruistic. It's not, hey, I love everybody. No, I really wanted to fix myself. And I was like, yo, I want to stop being abusive. I want to undo the abuse that I learned as a child. Yo, I want to, if I can't mend the fences in the front, I want to mend the fences in the back. Or if I can't mend the fences in the back, I want to mend the fences in the front. And go up to these people and start being of service. Be of service, man. Every time I'm serving just myself and serving just my ego, I've lost. And this isn't a religious preach where it's like give it over to God or act like Jesus. I can't say any of that. What I can tell you is to monitor yourself. I want you to self-monitor and self-admonish and say, hey, we had goals. And we said we were going to do something. And when we say we're going to do something, we do it. Around here at Saints Addiction, we put the same amount of energy into our addiction or into our lives, our success, that we did our addiction. For some reason, we still had enough energy and money when it was drug related. Like, I didn't have any excuses on how much cocaine cost when I wanted it. I financed it. I figured out a way. And my desire led the way. Your desire is leading you the way. You didn't just get here. You desired to be here. And I'm grateful that you're here on the show right now. But I'm also grateful that you're in your head right now. That you're in your head going like, you know what do I really want? You know what I'm saying? Why do I do the things that I do? And why am I not getting to where I want to get? I can tell you that it was me. Some accountability. It was my self-sabotage. It's my fear of being in real love, fear of being vulnerable. MVS OIU. What is that? OIU. MVS, thank you for joining the show. Yeah, man, we got about 10 minutes before we go live on the Instagram on Saints Addiction. If you're not following or you want to call in or you have something that you changed in your life where you woke the fuck up and actually started talking to yourself and having real conversations with yourself and your psychology and going like, holy shit, you've been doing the most, haven't you? And you were like, yeah, I've been doing the most. Why? Because I felt that oh, there you go. You were feeling something. And what you're really saying is you were choosing your feelings. You were choosing that book over and over again, that chapter over and over again. And that's that kind of self talk to describe what self talk looks like, to describe how we self talk to ourselves. That's something that most people don't do. And that's why they ask people to journal so they can actually describe outside of their brain to someone else and say, this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like, you know? Did you join Weed Club, bro? Did you join Weed Club yet? No? Join Weed Club, homie. Join Weed Club. You know the weed swag bags where the hat's at? I'm gonna go grab one, but I wanna smoke. Weed swag bags, weed on shirts, Kush lotions, you know, we got some future roll-up blunt wraps. We're gonna be rolling a terpene infused Tyson wrap. If you really want me to, I'll go grab the weed swag bag, but right now we got the hat. Anyway, that's what we're gonna do. Maybe I should just grab it real quick because this smells so good. When you get a chance, look at the purple on this. I keep telling people, but they don't believe me. Look at the purple on this right there, right here. Do you see that? No? Oh my god, it's gorgeous. This purple right here is so beautiful. Get yourself some. Get yourself some lilac weed. Some lilac weed. Okay, so we're gonna need some weed swag bags, weed on shirts, join Weed Club. When you join Weed Club, you get your card, the weed swag bag, and the shirt. But I'm just gonna roll because this is what I see. That's what happens because I feel like sitting. I just sit, and then I'm cool because I told my brain I got a reward. I get to just sit here. I get to relax, and that feeling is also addiction. It's also something I get addicted to. The sitting. The oh man, I get to play video games. This is comfortable. The comfort is an addiction, and that's why I'm gonna get up my ass up and show you. It's good. Could you see the purple in it? Oh my god, I was trying to show that off. That purple's monstrous. Can you see the purple in it already? Like that deep purple inside of it. And then you crack it open. Get this hair off me. Wow. Yeah, I was looking at the lilacs this morning. Stop and smell the flowers. Anyway, okay, so getting up, because I said I would, right? And grab the weed swag bags. What else do I want? I'm grabbing my own attention and I'm focusing it. Love to have the hat there, weed swag bag there. I got my weed on shirts. Oh, Kush lotions. Bam. So when you're really talking to yourself, right? When you start having conversations with yourself, you identify how quickly you can tap out, how quickly you can just say, fuck it, that's not me, or fuck it, I don't want it to be that way, or fuck it. You just say fuck it. And if your fuck it's on, your fuck it instead of wake the fuck up is on a fuck it, then you're going to stay fucked straight up. And people don't realize that when they do that. They don't listen to me when I say it, but it's true. There's the weed swag guys, got Kush lotions. It's gonna be dope. Still delivering Kush lotions, $40 a bottle. Kush CBD lotions is great for the shoulders, and to get out here smoke this easy maneezy. But yeah, this is the plan. The plan is to grow our mentality of ourselves, to see ourselves outside of ourselves, right? You know, like I can see my belly grow, you know? I can see it grow. So when I'm like, that's all right, let's just let it be, I need to eat more salads. Kush lotions, baby. Kush lotions. Yep. Show it off, baby. Show it off. Kush lotions. Bam. Some summer weed. Put this up right quick. Swag bags on tight. You know, weed swag bags. Hello. And inside each one is all different stuff that I get from other manufacturers. You'll probably get a Tyson blunt wrap, all organic, or not all organic, but no nicotine. I'll do another one. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Perfect. Stage is set. Can't wait to get the studio, manifesting that, and then we can really concentrate on the morning marijuana motivation. That's what it's going to be. So, Kush Lotions, $4, 8 ounces. So, $40 for the 8-ounce bottles. I'm going to put it right here, and I'm going to get in on this morning marijuana motivation. So, for us as people, right, to catch ourselves, being ourselves, that's where we're at via Jerry. There's the homie. Right, good morning. What do you say? Bom dia. Bom dia. How is everybody down in Jerry? My friends all over the world, bro. It's amazing that I can just talk to people all over the world and give them the healing, because it works on all of us. It doesn't matter what language you speak. This healing works on everyone. So, we all need it. We all have a brain. We all have ability to change our brain. And it just matters how much brain power or willpower we have to be able to just take heed and talk to ourselves. And this conversation has to be happening. Yeah, Brazil. That's right. Boom, baby, boom, as my friends would say. Fucking awesome. So, it's awesome to have challenged my life. Thank you for that energy. It's awesome to have challenged my life and done things. Boom, baby, boom. See right there. I didn't know what I could do. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know what I was capable of, and since I didn't know what I was capable of, I didn't achieve it. And when you don't achieve things, that's when depression starts setting in, and you start self-calculating or self-deprecating ourselves and pushing ourselves down because life is hard. When that's inherently the challenge of life. It's not supposed to be easy peasy. If you knew all the answers, it'd be boring, and nobody wants to live a boring life. But we keep making our lives boring. We keep parking ourselves. We keep making it repetitious. We eat the same places. We go to the same places. We don't do anything new. We don't try anything new. We don't test ourselves, dude. And that's why, you gotta wake the fuck up, bro. You gotta wake the fuck up. Yeah, man. Ganja's like this, man. Hello, hello, hello. Ganja's like this. The jar's getting low. Hello, hello, hello. We'll put this in my container. I found my container the other day. I was like, no fucking way. I think it's in there too. I was like, yes. Containers are the shit, dude. If anybody's ever had one. That's right, dude. So what I'm gonna do is get live. We got 2 minutes. We've been on live for almost an hour, and already doing the workouts Monday, so we need to get in it and get it started. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go live on this. Go live on this one. And Saints Addiction, if you get a chance, go on over here. Bam. See it? Right here. We're almost to 3,000 subscribers, 2,873. I follow everybody, 7,000 people. I'm almost posted as much as I follow, but I follow more people than I post. 6,000 posts, man. That's amazing. So what I do is I go hit live. Bink. Go down here. Hit live. And then we go live for 2 minutes. So if you want to call in and you want to say anything, you can say what's up right here and get in on the morning marijuana motivation and get in on the healing and say, hey, I want to be a part of the healing. I want to be on the show. I want to share what I've learned. I want to share strategies that I use for my self-healing. And that's what we're going to do today. We're going to wake the fuck up. All right. Or, oh shit, I forgot. We were supposed to do it live on Facebook. Yes, bless. Let's do it. Shoot, I almost forgot. Let's get in here, shall we? Live video. Yes, bless. That's too cool. Hold tight. And 3, 2, 1. Yes, bless. Boom, baby, boom. Rise and shine. It's your morning marijuana motivation time. I'm your hostess with the mostest, Marky Saint. This is Saint's Addiction. It's your Monday. Everybody's going to get a Monday motivation, and this morning is no different. I'm already live off the 95 on the YouTube, getting the morning marijuana motivation on. I want everybody to get their motivation on. Look at some of this purple, y'all. Look at some of the purple. Definitely Saints Addiction. Definitely the shirt. Definitely the shine. I want everybody to hear me now. And let's get this show going. I'm almost done rolling the motivation. We're going to get the motivated juice started. I haven't even told anybody about motivated juice yet. But it's coming. We got things coming. Let me get you guys set up here and let's get this show started. Get this show on the road. I'm already been going live for a full hour. So if you haven't already got the show, you need to get in on it. And if you haven't already followed or subscribed, you can go ahead and subscribe here on YouTube, which people are already watching. And then that way you can join the show. Arthur Moore, thank you for joining the show, my guy, all the way out in Montana. We got Montana representing. We got Brazil representing. We are worldwide. LVOGs, Las Vegas Originals, and everybody here is a friend of mine. And what I wanted them to do is get the healing time. So that's what we've been doing with the show. It's been so clutch and crucial is to get some healing in this show. And everybody needs healing. Everybody might be suffering from something. Shout out to Tyson and the Toad wraps. These are the blunt wraps I've been using, the tobacco-free, terpene-infused blunt wraps. They're super fucking cool. And we're going to be rolling some awesome purple this morning and talking about our awesome selves and talking about healing ourselves. And if anybody else wants to get in on this show, we're gonna let them get in. Yes, bless, bro. Let's go. Roll up with me. Bless up with me. So let's bless up. So I send a blessing out to everyone. You know, I've been doing this show for 10 years. You know, reach, preach, and teach to people. And as I learn this information, especially on a Monday motivation day, right? When you're really motivated, right? You're going to have the energy to start talking to yourself. And this morning's message is for you to wake yourself the fuck up. Instead of people just going, wake the fuck up, you need to wake yourself the fuck up. Because you're the only one watching and you're the only one telling, and we want you to show over tell. And unfortunately, we live in a world where everybody just wants to show and they don't want to tell themselves what to do. They want their emotions to tell them what to do, and they want to do what they want to do, and then they give up the fact that there's no balance in doing what we want to do, and that doing the things that we want to do end up wearing out the fun out of it anyway. That's why we keep buying other stuff, because that fun wears off. Did you not need it last week? Yeah, but that was last week. Now it's this week. Where's the fun in that? The fun is in learning our lives. The fun is in learning ourselves. The ability to learn yourself and cognate and say, you know, I've been doing this for a hot minute. I've chosen some self-defense mechanisms. I have felt a certain type of way, so I acted a certain type of way. Thanks, bro. You were in Texas? No, I'm in Las Vegas. Post my page. You can share it, I hope. I hope you can share it on my live on Facebook. I'm starting to go live for this week till the end of May. And then, you know, I've already been doing it an hour on YouTube Live, so people get the message. It's all about reach, preaching, and teaching to people. And that's what I want for people to have, is the healing. I wanted the healing too. It's a selfish choice. I was like, man, I'm sick of thinking the same thoughts and acting the same way. I want some real healing. And anybody else that knows what I'm talking about knows how I feel. It's not easy to have conversations with yourself. You know, it's easier to just numb yourself. As I demonstrated earlier, I was like, nah, I don't want to get the weed swag bag. I'm like, dude, just get your ass up and do it. And if someone came over to me and told me, dude, get your ass up and do it, I would be offended. I'd be, who the fuck are you talking to telling me what to do? I'm yourself telling you what to do, dude. I've been telling you what to do the whole time. I've been telling you what to fear, what to eat, who to fuck, and now you're mad at me? Bro, you need to wake the fuck up. And that's what I was saying. Wake yourself the fuck up. Wake yourself up before you become another victim of your same repetitive behavior. Well, wake yourself the fuck up before you ever become a victim of your own imbalance. You know, everybody wants to be Icarus and fly close to the sun, but they don't wake themselves the fuck up. We don't adjust our wings. We're just flying by wire. Oh, I felt this way. I felt this way. Oh shit, this wing's broken because it felt a certain way. So I'm off of balance. What happens when you only have one engine? What happens when you only have one wing? That's what we do. And we only celebrate the wins. That's what we do on social media. It's not none of the down times. It's none of the times that you made it. Started from the bottom, now we're here. We only want to announce from the top, right? But what we don't see is the construction underneath. We only want to see the completed project. We don't want to see the 10 years or God knows how long they did the pyramids, but you're under construction, right? I'm under construction. I have to find a way to make my building look better, and not just look better, but function better. And that's what we're talking about is functionality. If you want to talk about real success, do you know what the definition of success is, or my old definition, or Tony Robbins' definition of success is doing what you want with who you want for as long as you want, right? That's just sounds like a very selfish thing that I would say to you. And then I would tell you the Gary Vee approach is just waking up happy, waking up satisfied that you've done enough, that you loved enough, that you have enough loved ones around you. Not, I've accumulated enough and I got those bikes, sweet, sweet rims, bro. Like, nobody gives a fuck about your rims, man. We want to see if you're spending time with your kids, and that's what it's all about. It's like our quality of life. It's dictated more than what we can buy. It's what challenges we can face and what conversations we can have with ourselves to improve ourselves. If we're always going to hide from our dark side or only highlight touchdowns, everybody knows, dude. I heard it myself the other day. What did it say? Edelman said Bill Belichick would fucking embarrass you on Monday mornings. He would rewind your play and you missed this block. Look how purple this is. I'm hoping everybody can see this. I gotta show this off to this crowd too. Look how purple this is. Can you see that purple in there? Oh my God. Join Weed Club, bro. Join Weed Club, bro. Come get your Weed Club card. It's a plastic scrape card, so it's perfect for all this. And it's got the rules on the back so you can source and smoke safely. That's what it's all about. This is Weed Club. First rule of Weed Club, do not talk about Weed Club. Second rule of Weed Club, only talk and share events with Weed Club members. Third rule of Weed Club, well, my finger's making it blurry. Members only, meaning you must pay membership dues yearly. Fourth rule of Weed Club is you must smoke as much as humanly possible. And fifth and last rule of Weed Club, no alcohol or hard drugs at Weed Club, period. It's a vibe. No more entrance fees to Weed Club events. For $42 because $420 for a full year membership, and you'll get the weed swag bag, and you'll get the weed on shirts. And I'm not wearing the weed on shirts, but we got them. So I think I got some smalls, some mediums, some larges. People that have already purchased theirs, let me know. Holler at me. I'll be delivering them out there, and I'm also be delivering the message. So let me get right back to it because I've been learning a lot. It was so key. If you want to look, you can look it up yourself. Dr. Joe Forenza, he's amazing, talking about how, certain proteins make hormones and how certain hormones make us react and where they make us react in our brains and where the sections in our brains talk to each other. I'm going to work, my friends. Meet again. All right, brother. Have a blessed day. And that's where we're at right now. We're at the ability to reach one, teach one. Yeah, I call it reach, preach, and teach. The ability to have conversations with ourselves. I guess you could call it meditation, but really I call it honesty. I call it honesty because then it's like I'm not just swayed by something that randomly came at me. I concentrated on something and adjusted my sails. I'm not just a rudderless ship out in the middle of the Pacific Ocean. No ma'am, no sir. I have a direction. I created a sail so I could use that energy instead of negatively against me, right? My addictions, and adjust my sails. Lately, I've been adjusting my sails on leadership. Lately I've been adjusting my sails on on relationships. It's easy to start them, not so easy to keep them, not so easy to be reliable and be there for someone, and not be the type of person that always like needs someone or uses someone. We go and be ourselves value added. We go and make an effort, right? And then you get a chance to actually show you and other people that you can rely upon yourself, and they can rely upon you. When you start crumbling, everybody backs away, man. They don't want nothing to do with that. They don't want to do nothing. I already had a filter in here. Shit, it's so super high. But that's what I'm talking about, is that ability to be like, yo, I'm having conversations with myself, and this time I'm doing pep talks instead of numbing my brain or trying to block it out because it's too intense. I decompartmentalize it. I don't go into thought after thought after thought, which is called cycling. We talked about that earlier this week, but that's what we'll do. We'll put the whole merry-go-round in there, and we'll just talk about all the bad stuff that happened in my life, and we don't feel any better after we mentioned it. And sometimes we'll feel safe with people, and we'll feel like it's a time to share our feelings, and we'll tell everybody about everything that's ever gone wrong in our lives, and then we'll just exhausted with all these feelings. And then you're like, what happened? Would you make happen inside yourself? Did you just talk about it, or did you be about it? Did you take action? And somebody that wakes themselves the fuck up will take action. They'll say, okay, I'm not just a victim here. I won't take the victim route anymore. Actually, I'm the perpetrator. I'm the one that keeps smoking all my weed. I'm the one that keeps talking shit to myself. I'm the one that keeps underperforming. And the reason I keep underperforming is because I keep talking shit to myself. If I had taught myself good mantras, if I had talked to myself and started actually talking to myself and saying, yo, self, we're going to need different results this week from you. Actually, this life from you. But I'm just saying, like a nice talk, if you were to say it, you'd be just like, this week or today, because you're not even make it next week, no more promises. But what I'm concentrating on now, like, can anybody just say, what are you working on right now? Like, that's what people be asking all the time. Well, right now I'm working on my third studio album, and working on a clothing line, and right? How many times have you said that? How many of you times have you appraised or valued your progress, and you identified it and said, this is what I'm working on, this is the thing that I'm working on? And we're all under construction. We're all works in progress. I knew that little fucker wasn't going to stay in there. But the concentration level of it, you're like, yo, dude, today, if it was a Rubik's Cube, there's so many Rubik's Cubes out there that are just sitting around not finished. You feel what I'm saying? I don't want you to be an unfinished Rubik's Cube. Every day you have a chance to pick up this complicated puzzle that's your brain and try to solve it. Every day we all have the same opportunity in 24 hours to say hey to myself and go, you, myself, right now, I'd like some merch out here. I got you, bro. Whatever you want. Just go to Saints Addiction, and every purchase that you make goes to Saints Giving. That's what it's all about, bro. It's all about finding the solution and giving it away as quickly as possible. I've been finding that out. I've been on my life going like, how do I unlock myself, my limitless potential? If I know, and I do, when I know, and I wake up, and I actually know that I'm in control of my life, I'm the one that's been making the decisions. Every single one of them have been predicated by a thought and a behavior. And then I had to change my behavior. Nobody wants to do that. They want what they want. Why do I have to change? Like, the world can change around me. The world's not changing for you. Gravity's not changing for you. The sun's not going to stop shining for you. It's going to keep shining. It's going to keep revolving. And so should you. You should keep shining and keep revolving and keep being that shiny, learning, fucking weirdo self of yours, instead of this assimilated fake, I'm always happy, my life's perfect, only I got plenty of money, I got plenty of love, I got plenty of abundance. What I would love to hear is that I got plenty of happy, I got plenty of love, I give a lot of love, I give a lot of knowledge. Instead of this me culture, I have, I'd love to hear I give knowledge, I give money. You know, that's what I want to hear. If you have so much abundance, you're not dying with you, right? So it's cool, man. You got the Lamborghini, I get it, but how much did you give? No, you just added another $30,000 pair of brakes. Now you don't even drive the car anymore because it's just a thing, and it's not going to make you happy, and it's not going to keep you alive, and it's not going to keep you safe, and it's not going to make you feel loved. But you just want to make everybody else feel that you're loved. Is that the plan? Is to convince people of how happy you are, or is it to actually be that happy? I'm curious. What's the actual plan? And most motherfuckers, they want to fake it. They want to fake it. Fake it till you make it. It's garbage advice. You know, find it now. Figure it out. I keep telling people I want them to get inside of their lives and say, hey, I'm the driver of this ship. You know, I'm the master and commander. I'm the one telling myself what to do. And now that I have self control and I am self aware, I am self empowered. I can choose the day. I can choose to break up the monotony of the day. I can choose to challenge my thoughts and educate myself. I can choose my attitude and adjust it as such. If I am completely grateful, then I am not angry. I knew this lesson a long time ago, but this is what's happening. And that's what I wanted people to do. I want them to start happening. You know, instead of it happening to them, I wanted them to start making it happen. And now you got the motivation. You feel it. I can feel it. I don't know if you're getting it from my preach, but I can feel it. I can feel that I've let life, I can feel when I'm making life happen, right? I'm making my life happen for me. Machu Picchu, Great Wall of China. I'm just using case in point. Or how about breaking depression? Big goals, big objectives, big things that easy to say, but not easy to do. And that's what we're doing around here. We do these things because they are hard. We do these things because we want to take control of ourselves. And oh shit, we got a busted side. Oh man, you little bastard. We got a stowaway, y'all. We got a stowaway. Busting out the other side of my blunt here. I was like, what is going on? Pregnancy. Oh man. Damn. Ah, slam. And I got to get over that too. And that was what we were learning. Learning to let thoughts come in, let thoughts go out. You know, very meditative thing. Breathing in, breathing out is more of a control thing, that you can control your breathing. Once you start controlling your breathing, you can start controlling your mind. Once you start controlling your mind, you start controlling your life, the outcomes of your life. Because if that person that's out of control keeps showing up, the person that's frazzled, the mom that hasn't taken any rest and hasn't been sleeping well, how's she going to show up when aggravation comes? How's she going to survive when there's no energy left? And we empty our cups, we empty our heads of serotonin through like an ecstasy pill, or we'll empty our heads of dopamine and poison ourselves through alcohol. I just had a friend right now saying she's going to her first meeting today. Like, I hope she stays sober. She called me last time, give me that energy. Give me that energy. She called me last time and said that she wanted to stay sober, and she didn't, you know. And how are you going to stay sober if you're going to the same bar? How are you going to stay sober going to a bar? How are you going to stay sober if everyone in your life isn't sober? You're the top 5 results of everyone you hang out with. If you're still going to the bar, what do you think you're going to get? I'll bless up right now for this. So that's what I want you to get. I want people to get results out of their lives. I want them to get definitive change and be like, I got this because I did something. It didn't just happen to me. It wasn't just given to me. It was earned. I earned my self-respect. I earned my logos. This is like the 10th variation of this logo, dude. Everybody's like, cool logo, bro. You weren't loving it 7 logos ago. And that's what we just do. We do that to ourselves. We go like, fuck the process. We just want to fuck the winners. And I heard that today. I was like shocked when I heard that, but it said women got it easy because they're not there for the process. They just fuck the winners. And I was like, that's so true. All we want to do is just fuck the winners. We don't want to be part of the losers. We don't want to help a loser become a winner. We just want to only talk to winners. We only want to follow someone that's already got 10,000 followers instead of following somebody that's only got 10 followers. Instead of bucking the trend, we only all show up to EDC. Like people that should have never been out there were out there. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Sheeple. That's what's going on. I want everybody to bless up and get this right now. Here we go. For all those people that can shut their own eyes and see their own minds. For all those people that can slow down long enough to watch their breathing and feel the wind on their skin. For all those people that just put their shoes on and went outside and got the sunshine. For all those people that are turning their melatonin into serotonin, I salute you. I salute your mind, not your ego. I salute your soul. You're a soldier. I salute all those that go and seek this knowledge. It doesn't even have to be from me. It could be from anyone. And it doesn't even just have to be about productivity. It can be about personality. How can you make your personality better? How can you make your ego less and your shine more? How do we actually shine from within and make the halo glow on top of us instead of showing it externally? How many of us are out there doing financial ruin to ourselves, chasing things that don't even make us really happy, buying things so that people can think that we're happy or to show other people that we are happy? Why are we not in an actual happy contest? All bless up. We're not happy because we're not choosing happy. We're choosing grief. It's going to happen. We're choosing jealousy. That's a choice. We're choosing competitiveness. We're not cooperating. If we all, instead of getting jealous at someone else's success, if we all joined with their success, if we all gave ourselves over to the mission and said, hey, I'd rather be a part of the community, I'd rather be a part of the energy than separate by myself. It would be an amazing situation. One of these kids just goes up to a phone and he goes up to the guy and go, hey, what do you do for a living? How did you get this car? If you asked all your heroes how they got there, you'll learn how to get there. If you research it, instead of just talking about it and researched it, a lot of people go, man, that's a really cool company. They'll buy the clothes, but they won't know who owns it. Where are your clothes made? Made in America, baby. Made with my hands, with my own thoughts. These are my own do-rags. I created these. I didn't put someone else into slavery, making them work for $4 a ton. $4 a ton for salt. As soon as it's processed, the guy makes 60 times more that. That same salt, this isn't even cocaine, this is India salt. That same salt that they busted their asses off, they got lesions, salt's jumping into their feet. They're working really hard for $4 a pound, y'all, or a ton, not even a pound. And that's what we do. We bitch and moan about our hourly wage, but we won't work a second gig. We won't create a second door, a second opportunity, a new chance at life. That's what we could be giving ourselves, but what do? We keep slamming that door of opportunity. We rather be our old selves. We rather be our egotistical selves. We rather that person show up to get the same results instead of correcting our behavior meteoring ourselves, metrics, the metrics of ourselves, and adjusting those metrics and go, what the chick say? She said, don't be de-notching me. De-notch yourself. De-notch yourself. Why can't you be humble? Where did you start off so high? Most people only talk to the part where they got their highest. They don't talk about the humbleness of their parents to help them get to their highest. They don't talk about the internal battles that they fight to get to their higher selves. It's so true. We have the ability to do so, but we don't. No, we rather go back to ego. We right back go back to this personality that we developed probably when we were 5 to 10 years old, and we said, "That's the way I'm supposed to be. I'm supposed to be cocky. I forgot to be funny. I forgot to enjoy. I'm too serious. I'm grinding." You're not shining when you're grinding. I always say shine over grind, but motherfuckers want to grind. They just want to just grind so they can shine. And we forget to shine. We forget to live. We forget that these things are quick fixes. Even when it's new, it can be new. Kush Lotions is new. Even this wears off. Once you were new, even that wears off. Once it was your first time riding a bike, hopefully, and that's old news now. That's us, man. We're constantly looking for a stimulus. The next tip, the next button, the next post. And they know that about us. So I want some self-control from people. I promise to go for 2 hours straight every morning, do the morning marijuana motivation, do my own workout so I can heal my own body, but give this information as I learn it. I've been learning a lot, dude. I've been learning a lot about the way emotions, our feelings, and our emotions sandwiched together into this combination of a thought. Like we literally pair it together. Like this is like, I need to have peanut butter and jelly together with the sandwich. When I think this thought, it gives me this feeling. Almost like music. When I play this certain type of song or this kind of movie, I'm going to get this kind of reaction. And what I've challenged you to do is get a different reaction. Try a new pathway in your brain. For sure, you're going to do your pattern. That's compulsive. That's you. Addictions are real. Everyone's addicted to something. But to be a saint's addiction, you're going to have to take control over your addiction. You're going to have to pick a positive addiction. You're going to have to use the things that you're compulsive about and be compulsive, have a compulsion towards something more positive in your life. There's got to be a way. There's got to be a way that you can talk to yourself. And that's what we talked about this morning, is to wake yourself the fuck up. It's rude if I do it. If I come in, and boot camp your ass, you're going to hate me. You're going to fucking hate the process. You're going to be like, fuck this, I'm out, bucket. But if you do it to yourself, if you choose yourself, this is the new learning, because I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to be here counting it. No one's going to slap the remote out of your hands and tell you to get off the couch. That's what your daddy was for. That's what my daddy was for. And I hated it. I hated it. I hated it so much that I would fucking go and do all the things before he could say shit. So all I had to do is go back on and turn the TV on. Like, now what? Now what? Now that I've done the things. So what's now is the control over myself. That's what's now. The power of now. And that's what it is our control over ourselves. That's what the power of now is our ability to be able to tell ourselves now, and I do it every show, watch me do it again, put it down. There's the power in it. Can you put your cigarette down? If you can put your cigarette down, you can quit cigarettes. If you can put the straw down for cocaine, you can kill that. If you can put the beer down, you can do that. If you can let it go, you can make it past it. And there's power in that. That's how I quit cigarettes. I literally was sitting there like, it made my hand want to grab it. I want what I want now. And I don't want to negotiate with people. I need what I want, and I want what I want when I want when I want. Wait, I think we got a caller. Hold up, we got like 30 minutes. Let's let Das. Was it Das? Oh shit! Help me get in this game. We're gonna let him in. Yesterday he didn't want to get in. Did we get a boom baby boom with him? You ready to talk about impulse control and waking yourself the fuck up? Did you wake the fuck up yet, bro? Yes, bless.
Boom, baby, boom.
Boom, baby,
boom. Put up a fence because this little one likes to run around and escape. So we're building Starlock 13 in the backyard here.
Okay. So you're doing construction.
Yes, at Mama's house. So yeah.
Okay. Is it you got time? Yeah. You got time to be on the live?
Yeah, I can be on the line for a minute, bro.
Okay.
Just came out to see what's going on.
Nice.
How you doing, Marky Mark?
Well,
how's everybody doing out there in podcast and YouTube land and everything?
Podcast land, internet land, metaverse, whatever. The point was is to share whatever knowledge and hack that you've gotten yourself as he pops his cigarette in his mouth for impulse control.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
I deal with a 5-year-old. I need the cigarette.
See. What other impulses? How'd you quit drinking? Is this a recent one? Like,
honestly, as candid as can be, and as honest and truthful, I'm gonna go and say it aloud. It's because I shit blood, and it came from alcohol. And I decided that buying underwear gets too fucking expensive, especially in this economy right now. And yeah, I don't like staining in my shit, so I don't want to have that feeling of embarrassment when I drink, so I had to quit drinking. I just made that conscious decision for my health and everything, and in lack of embarrassment, that I quit drinking.
So I mean, how'd you get to your consciousness?
I haven't had an episode or anything since.
How'd you get to your consciousness? How'd you have that talk? Today I called it wake yourself the fuck up, right?
Yeah, I had to wake up. I was over at a homie's house after I got my wisdom tooth taken out, and I went over to the Tiki Hut to go and wait for my ride, and they were like, bitch, you need to buy some alcohol or you need to leave. And I'm like, well, fuck it, I'll just go and get a shot of vodka, and that way it's something I bought, whatever. I can sip on it every time they stare at me. Oh, he's not drinking enough, whatever. Just leave me alone while I wait for my ride. But after about 2 hours after I did that, I went over back to the homie's house, was playing the puzzle, fucking, I farted. And I got up in the bathroom, and he's like, dude, you have your period? I'm like, what? I'm like, no. Like, what are you talking about? I look over at the chair, big red stain. We had to blame it on that. We were making Kool-Aid. To this day, his girlfriend don't know. But yeah, it was just embarrassing. And that's the mindset that I had. I'm like, I don't want to feel embarrassed like this, So then I quit drinking. I was like, fuck, because that's the main thing that was screwing me up. That whole situation. Like, I could drink and drink and drink, but I'd be passing out. I'd be like sleepy. It would be no fun at the party or anything because I'm the first person passed out, grandpa in the chair, type situation. So it's just like, I'm a lot better just being a stoner on mushrooms and dropping acid than I am being an alcoholic drunk. It's easier, it's safer. It's that mindset I had to get into of like, I don't want to be shitting blood. I don't want to like bleed out of my ass. People think I got raped or some shit. Because I had an alcohol problem, and now I don't have an alcohol problem because I keep it away from me.
Yeah, but how are your emotions now that you're not on alcohol?
My emotions are a lot better. Like I feel better. I feel healthier. Like I'm in a positive mindset when I'm not drinking, which is perfect for the past 19 months now.
But isn't that the truth of it? Everybody expects to feel better when they drink.
Just like I said. Yeah, that's the whole point, is make yourself feel better. If, quitting your vice is going to help you in that right direction, then jump on it, So I guess it's just better yourself.
Yeah, but you got to wake yourself the fuck up. So, I mean, it sounded like it took some pain for you to wake yourself the fuck up. I lost him. Okay, well, we lost somebody. It sounds like somebody else is vacuuming or something's going on. I'm not quite sure what that sound is, but 34 minutes live on the show. That's a pretty intense thing that I wouldn't have shared with him because I know him personally. But my question to him is, why does it take so long? Why does it take shitting my pants and him shitting blood for me to quit drinking. Why does it take? Well, that was actually a relapse of mine. Hanging out with my Finland buddies, I had already quit drinking, and I relapsed, and I ended up waking up in my car in the back of the shop, shit my pants, actual shit. I don't know how to clean up shit that I'm in. I didn't know where my shit was, so I had shit pants and trying to figure out where my shit was. Lost a day of my life again. Every time I'm in Finland drinking with these people, I end up losing a day of my life. They end up losing themselves. Thank you for quitting that noise. And we end up losing ourselves. We end up stop talking to ourselves. We end up stop being our true selves. We end up start being this personality, this ego. We'll keep putting on the eyelashes and the makeup, but we won't stop eating. We'll keep compulsions, and that's what's so important about calling it addictions, is to call it out. What compulsion behavior do you do to expect different results? And unless you change, nothing's going to change. And that was something so drastic for me, especially my thoughts for healing thoughts, because in grief, like, losing friends and losing relationships and losing babies, this is a part of life. You'll have friends that'll have miscarriages. Not all births are lives, and not all relationships are meant to be. And the risk of it, to love and to know that you could get hurt, know that you could be hurt by something. I'm gonna tell my friend I'm alive right now. Is the idea of being alive, knowing that you could die, is the reason you're alive, because that makes us live. It makes us live in the motherfucking now. Let me tell them. Saints Addiction YouTube live. Everybody's asking me where I'm at on my Saints Addiction YouTube live. Where are you at? Why aren't you live in your life? Why haven't you been live? Not even recording it, but alive. And that's one of the biggest things. Changing up our lives. Being able to, go live to our lives. To be able to go to a meeting. I'm going to an AA meeting, she said. That's awesome. Someone else thanked me for the healing. That was awesome too. This morning, someone else, shout out to Loyal with an O. He was supposed to say, yes, sir, thank you for the motivation. Thank you for the motivation. You're welcome. Got turned on by a friend. Why haven't I blown up? Because you haven't shared it yet. That's right. I always tell people, I'm reach, preach, and teach, but you need to like, share, and subscribe, because what's going to happen is that share part, I always wanted to go directly to the person, directly to them, right now. And that's what's so cool about Saints Giving. It's a direct donation. It's not going to the 2/3 of the amount you sent was going to pay the salaries of the people that work there. A lot of places that do that. There's a lot of places that, I don't know, man. All I know is I just want to give this education, give my life, give up some hours. I didn't mind to sit still and smoke and relax and have deep conversations about psychology on this magical balcony that's taken me all over the world, and helped me start magazines, and got me on Good Morning America smoking weed. So we're going to just keep talking to ourselves. Let's see what this homie's got to say.
Yeah, man, I got you. I'm following the Summer Weed Festival, so I'll make sure to follow the other one as well. I got you, man.
Nice. See, all the way in Montana live. So hopefully people are getting on the live. You call in. You can call in through Instagram. I love sharing. I love shouting out people. Kush Lotions. I just love it. Their birthdays, let them know they're alive. I love it. I love learning. You got to have a thirsty knowledge. You're gonna have to want it. That's one of the things I keep telling people is there's that spark where I don't know what he had to wait till he shit in his pants or blood in his guts. That's alcoholism. That you will actually wait till you're bleeding in your intestines, in your abdomen. That's scary, man. And that's also letting you know how you learn. I hope Das is still watching. We lost you, brother, but that's still letting you know how you learn. We got 20 minutes. We'll see if my other homie hops in. If you are the type of behavior where well, let me use this example first. If you're the type of behavior that you have to be bitch whipped, bled, and dominated, and odds are, no offense to us, that's probably how your parents treated you. They treated you with like they treated me, with abuse that you will learn with pain, and when you're told, it can be followed with an attack. I reacted that way. This is what really shocked me, and I started really trying that. Every time I felt attacked, I started to attack. If I felt attacked, I felt entitled to attack back. I felt it was time to throw hands. You don't want me to raise the alarm. It's go time. I had a real short fuse. That also means I have impulse control. If you look it up and you want to do the work on your own self, you can look it up yourself. And impulse control is like you have bad money management, bad sex habits. Like impulse control is the gambling, it's the cigarettes, it's the I want what I want right now. Fuck responsibility. That kind of energy. I want to fucking rev my engine. Fuck my gas mileage. Fuck $5, $10 a gallon. I'll still gas it because fuck my tires. I'll peel them out. I want to feel this way. I want to feel the rage. I want to feel pumped up. I want to feel powerful. I want to feel. And that's what we do. We end up feeling our way through things instead of actualizing our feelings, right? Instead of just feeling healthy, we want to feel ripped, right? Instead of feeling self-confident, we want to drink our liquid courage, right? And that's the worst thing you can do. Nothing's worse than getting drunk in front of a girl you like. I don't know if anybody's ever experienced that, but I'm sure it's for girls too. She liked a boy and started getting intoxicated, and now she's the throw up girl in the back or the passed out girl in the front. You know, nothing's worse than showing our worst side right off the bat. I had a habit of doing that. I couldn't call it self-sabotage, but I had a habit of showing my worst side to people. I felt like because I had been in prison, I was prickly. That you need to know that I've been abused. You need to know that I'm not lovable. I need to know that you're going to walk away first. Fat Sax is in the house live on YouTube, y'all. Fat Sax got in, dog. Dude, please, yes, bless, man. If y'all don't know the man, the myth, the legend himself out the Bay Area, you know what I'm saying? Fat Sax is in the house. If you get a chance, man, get on this Instagram live too. If you want to switch over and hit the like button or say comment below or whatever. But we are talking about waking ourselves the fuck up. Waking ourselves the fuck up internally and saying, yo, wake the fuck up. Oh, wait, this is not Instagram. This is on Facebook. I forgot. I've been unlocked on Facebook. My bad. I'm high. This is Facebook. You can get it on Facebook Live. Like you just saw me on Messenger. Here comes the helicopter. We'll let the helicopter go by and you can come on live and we'll do it that way. Diamonds on my neck, diamonds on my grill. Diamonds on my neck, diamonds on my grill. Anyway, that's that kind of energy. That's that kind of energy, bro, where we have to be either taught by pain, which I'm kind of over. I don't know if anybody else is sick of getting pain from their lessons. I'd rather be learned. That's right, learned, and actually use the knowledge and start knowledging myself, calculating myself. I could learn all these books. Like these guys said, they can run worldwide financial bearings, right? But they can't talk to their secretary right. How many of you are the awesomest principal and you hit your kids at home? How many of us are loving our pets, but we also spank them and yell at them. Do you yell at your Alexa? Do you yell at road rage? There's so much anger issues out there, dude. And it's not that they're mad at the traffic. They know there's going to be traffic. They know they're going to be in a car. They know that it's probably going to be an hour in that car. But we bitch at it. And I'm glad I brought this back up because when I was walking, I wanted to remind you this. But this is what the homie was saying. He said he had two grandmas, right? One grandma was just like, "Oh, Jeffrey, I think I feel the coffin coming." And I had to do that because he did it in an English accent. Apparently his grandma's English, but "I feel the coffin coming. I think I'm ready." And that was her attitude. Grandma B, she was of the other attitude, made it through World War II, made it through all sorts of sacrifices, lost a husband, but she's that's fair dues. I love that. Give me the fair dues energy. That's fair dues, bro, in life. You got to pay some taxes. If you're going to pay tax, oh my God, I saw the craziest shit. Oh my God, I saw the craziest shit. You want to talk about insecurity, financial insecurity? My buddy took a picture of a Vegas tab. I swear if it wasn't 100 grand, bro. And they were buying the bottles, like 3 different bottles at 10 grand, and this amount at 1 grand, and a bucket of Red Bulls is $75 each, and they had 16 of them. Copious amounts of consumption, ridiculous amount of prices, all in one night, just squeezing, letting the money out there. Like people can spend that kind of money, it's ridiculous. What I don't get is at the same time, like the homie said, what's ridiculous is you'll throw 60 grand, 60 racks, a business, a house down payment on a night at the strip club, but you won't help nobody out. You didn't put that as a down payment for a family and a home. You'll rather just get your rocks off in your brain, just you and maybe your friends, just you feeling happy for 6 to 8 hours. Just the alcohol buzz. I don't want the hangover. I don't want the financial responsibility. I don't want the aftermath. I don't even want to be judged. I just want the splurge. And that's the addiction part. That we just splurge and just keep splurging and keep doing what we want to do and always celebrate and never make time or preparation for the downtimes. We don't have any mental stability to correct our path. We're not there yet. We're not aware yet. We haven't woken ourselves the fuck up. We're under the influence, we're under the ether. We think we know everything and we feel everything. But to know it before we feel it, but to know ourselves and say, yo, I'm this type of way. I'm always hanging out at the same spot. I'm always wearing the same shirt. I'm always wearing the same shirt color. Like, that's some real shit energy right there, bro. When my homie got called out, when he called her out, you mean Mr. Same Shirt Guy? He was embarrassed. He never did it again. It's like, dude, my friend called it out. She's very observant. Shout out to Kimber. Kimber's got it. Thanks, Kimber. Called him out, but he's not now. He's wearing shirts untold. Things that he's never wore before. Going places he's never been. Adventure. Challenge. Do you know where adventure is? After a challenge. After you meet yourself and you meet your maker and you meet your motivation. That's what the challenge is. What's gonna motivate you enough before it's blood, before it's pain, before it's suffering? What's it gonna take? What's it gonna take to heal that kind of stuff? What's gonna take to heal that kind of life? What's it gonna take? Change. Choice. Choosing. It's gonna take choosing. You chose what you wear, you chose your personality. You choose to be loud. You can choose to choose how to feel by choosing which emotions you're going after, by choosing what thoughts you tend to go towards, by creating new neural pathways in your brain. That's amazing to me. And I love the challenge. I love always a challenge. some way to be able to challenge myself and say not to do the same thing over and over. Hell, I even had to break the addiction of doing this show. I was just like, it's not worth doing the show no more. I just 10 minutes of shining enough. I need to explain this thing. I need to let it out for 2 hours. I need to explain this thing. This thick concept that takes me 2 hours to explain. It's hard because then your brain just takes over, your habits take over, your ego takes over. If you're sober, your ego goes down when you're sober, when you're not hopped up. And sober also is also emotionally. A lot of people are stuck on the emotions. They're like, yo, dude, I just want to fucking talk about losing my mom. I only want to talk about losing my job. You know, it's raw to me right now. And there's times for that raw moment. There's times for venting. There's times for giving ourselves and go, yo, this is what was happening to me. This is what's happening to my soul. I got to express myself. After that expression, after that initial tea kettle, or when you get it out of you, you're gonna have to find a new way to get off on sauce. Now it's not a victim anymore. Now the grieving's gone. Now you don't need it anymore. The time has passed. How long will you let grief or some kind of destruction ruin the now? Between what happened to you and your now, how much of that lives in your now? How many of the days, hours, and time of your life are you going to give to something of your past to affect your now? Or how about you start affecting your now? Instead of reacting, there's a reaction. You need a reaction. React yourself. Reactivate yourself. Wake yourself the fuck up. It's Monday. Monday morning marijuana motivation. We got 4 M's on this one. There's got to be a way to reactivate ourselves. And I was learning this from the books. It's not just like your boy just likes to preach. I like to reach, preach, and teach because I was like, whoa, learning that from the book and other books too. I forget what the other book's name because I didn't read the front cover. I just got a highlight of it, but I'm not on that book yet. But I did start reading on it, and he was on some, or she was on some. What did they say? That new wears off. New wears off. This new puppy smell or new car smell or new puppy syndrome that we all give. What are you willing to grow with? What do you love enough that after it leaves its puppyhood that you're going to still keep loving it the same? That's passion. That's true love, you know? When you can keep that same energy, as these young kids like to say, keep that same energy. Keep that same energy when you were piping off and showing off to your friends. Oh yeah, show me. Show over tell. That's what Saints Anarchy is all about. Show over tell. We want you to be able to show me that you can show yourself. Show yourself. Show yourself that you can keep your word. Show yourself that you can see a finish line. Show yourself that you're in control. Show yourself all the time. Self-control. And that's what most people aren't doing. They're not exhibiting any self-control. They're doing whatever the fuck they want when they want. And I was a lot of that way. And without no brakes, it was all gas. And when it came to taking a turn, I went right into the wall. And I usually killed every passenger with me. I want to be a better driver of me, right? And if you're watching this long, then you want to be a better driver of you. So that's what Saints Addiction's about. I wanted to be saintly driven instead of addiction driven. I wanted my real choices, my real ambitions, my real feelings of giving instead of being selfish, or teaching instead of being bossy, listening instead of talking. So hard for me, man. I can talk for 6 hours straight. I used to teach English, man. I do this every day, 6 days, 7 days a week. It's not hard for me to talk, but it is hard for me to stop eating sugar. It is hard for me to be nice when I'm being mad. You know, it was hard for me to stop being mad. I got on the sauce. I couldn't stop putting things down. I couldn't let go. This balloon needs to float, but I wanted to hold on to my balloon. How many of us are still fist fucking tight for our balloon? Why haven't we just tied it onto our wrist and let it float? Down merrily, merrily, merrily down the river, life is but a dream. That's where the thoughts are supposed to go. That's where your emotions are supposed to go. They're supposed to go merrily, 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 merrily down the stream, because that's where time's gone. And the energy of the river is the power of the now. The choice is like, what will I do now? Am I going to slide back to repetitiveness? Am I going to slide back to habits? Those are the comforts. That's why it's a killer, because it'll make you feel okay. Come here, heroin. I want the hug. Come here, Mr. Pill. You're going to make me feel a certain way. Everybody's looking for a pill to control their feelings, despite their health, when they need to just be healthy and just and heal themselves. Like, how hard is that to just sit there and go, I'm my own priority? The foods I eat, my exercise, my thoughts, I'm the priority. Where's my healing? Thank you, skin. Thank you for protecting me. Thank you for getting me through all these kind of scrapes and then healing again. Like, you regenerate. I'm fucking Wolverine. You're fucking Wolverine, dude. What the fuck? When's the diamond skin coming in? That's what we are. Shine bright like a diamond. I'm gonna smoke on that one, but like, that's what we're doing. We're all limitless, but we fucking hold ourselves back. We all have an abundance and potential and ideas, but we hold ourselves back. As soon as I ask you what you want to do, it's like question mark, question mark. I only got 4 minutes to finish out this show, so I want you to smoke with the drill with me. Question mark, question mark. Stop second guessing yourself. I told the girl today, every time I go to the 7-Eleven, I wanted to stop smoking the tobacco wraps, so I started smoking the non-tobacco Tyson blunt toad wraps. But I told her, grab those wraps. And her hand went there, and she second guessed. And then I'm like, why'd you do that? When she came back, and I said, you probably do that in your life too, don't you? And I'm not trying to guru this bitch up in 7-Eleven, but what I did want to give her is some piece of knowledge and a smile. And I said, stop second guessing yourself. And that probably didn't work. What I did tell her is this, and I will tell you the same, is that you are 90% likely or 80% likely to get the wrong answer when you second guess yourself. So when they used to do those bubble tests, you had the right answer in the first place. You knew. Why don't you trust yourself? Why don't you trust yourself? Because time and time again, you're doing the same habit, and now you're telling the truth, and now you got Saint's addiction. My thing that changed for me was that I was going to stop lying to myself. And if I had that much energy and resources and money to go chase the drugs, I'm really looking for mental stability. I'm looking for emotional control. And I'm giving them over to drug dealers and bartenders and hookers. Like, how are those people going to love me? And we know that's not, I'm not judging them. I'm just saying that's that ring, that's that life, that's that vibe. And I wanted everybody to vibe high. So if you want to vibe high with me, right? You want to understand how to vibe higher and let yourself get more limitless and travel the world or speak 10 languages or do whatever the fuck you want to do, but not in do what you want to do, but do what you want to dream and create, then you got the right channel. Then you got Saint's Addiction. Then you're getting what I'm talking about. Because I want to create world travel, and you guys get to watch this channel. And I want to be on all the 7 ancient wonders of the world, and I'm 3 away, and I can probably go to Egypt right now too. So it's like I'm manifesting my reality, I'm manifesting my dreams, and I'm also manifesting my imagination. So I want you to manifest your imagination too. It's a powerful thing to do. It's to see yourself doing it. See yourself doing it. That's where you could be spending your mind power on that vision right there, than past visions down the river. So it's your boy Marky Saint, on my heart from the start. Morning marijuana motivation. It's a Monday. My phone's blowing up, but life is more important. Peace and love. And I'll see you on the other side as soon as you like, share, and subscribe. Make sure you share it with a friend that needs it. So nice. Oh, it feels so good. Blessings. And as always, Chigathon. That means goodbye, but not forever in Phoenix. And I love my life. And if you love your life too, please comment below or get an I Love My Life shirt so we can donate to Saintsgiving together. Peace and love. Ciao. I'll see you. Blessings.